And we are live. Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you all for coming tonight. I really, really do appreciate you being here. We do have Michael Khan and PJ the Shankinator in. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm good. We're still flat and Jesus still loves us.
Yeah. So how was your guys' day?
Sound.
That's good, that's
Yeah,
good.
all right. What did I do? Not much, and then I hung a cabinet about an hour ago. But apart from that, I ain't done too much. Michael's been cooking prefer rolls and that, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it looks delicious. I'm just glad he sent me the recipe.
I've just smashed them all in about 2 minutes.
Here we go.
Yeah, you guys should see Alan. It's in Australia. He sits with a knife. He sent me photos today. All his guns. Oh, he's got a nice 50 cal with a BMG with a 32 times scope. And I'm telling you, he doesn't notice any Coriolis when he shoots. Yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you for the rest last night. I was in bed early. If you can call 11:15 early. But yeah. Hi, Will Brax, good to see you. But at least I got to edit some of the video. And I mean, I was a few minutes on Mikey Smith's stream.
Yeah.
Now I'm just getting trolls today the whole time. Oh, you guys are so... You guys think it's okay to be harassing people? You know what I mean? Yeah.
But that's all trolls doing, it, harass people.
That's what I said. I said the hypocrites, the people that are saying it's what you're doing is sick. It's the same people that come and harass us daily.
Absolutely.
Literally.
There was one that wanted to ask us some questions in Discord and that, wasn't there? Yeah. I said, yeah, I'll do it as long as you're not underhanded about it and being truthful. Do you know what I mean? As long as there's no, like I say, underhandedness about it, I would have done it.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally just want to ask him questions. I mean, what's wrong with that? It's not like he's phoning every single day the whole time trying to, you know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, tonight is about space. Are you guys ready for this?
Space?
Yeah, space. Space is just a show, so it's fake.
It's that impossible medium in the sky, isn't it?
Yeah. So we got yes 56% and no 44%. So obviously the no, which is 43% now, after 40 votes. So that's about 38 votes already saying no, space is not a show. I feel sorry for them, but okay. I'm going to start the show with bloopers from space top 25 because when I saw this, I just had to share it. He did an awesome job. You guys should go and subscribe to him. It's from Flat Earth and Coffee. His name is Bobby Thompson. This is his link. Definitely well worth it, guys. I mean, this is one of his best videos actually. 7 days ago, 5.5 thousand views. So it's actually doing well. Let's make it some more.
Yeah.
So I was thinking we can go through some of it with him and then maybe give our commentaries and laugh. Because some of the things are... yeah. It's funny. So guys, if you haven't already, please just hit the like button and share. Really appreciate it. And then I just want to say thank you to everybody for supporting the channel. You guys rock. Hey, Better Than Gold, Alan Norstrand, Jeff Gassett, Michael Kahn, William Brackley, Will Brax, Moomin Rider, Rob Keen, hey, Cosmic Guru, PJ Cruikshank, Tragic FE, Arwen, Cosmic Guru, I already said that. Nathan Oakley, 1980, thank you for coming. And YouTube, Frig Strom, who that is, Spraymate, okay, that's my other account. Thank you all for coming. Glad you could make it. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Hey guys, Bobby Thompson coming at you with my top 25 all-time favorite bloopers from space.
Is it loud enough?
Without further ado, let's...
Is it loud enough for you guys?
It's a little quiet.
Okay, let me put a bit louder. I might just have to put you guys a bit softer then.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow I'm going to play around, see if I can get the sound sorted out to go through the monitor itself. I
We get some level marked off, so
yeah,
you know.
so it doesn't sound
Yeah.
sound so echoey kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I need earphones. That might be the issue. It's filmed in a Hollywood basement. Exactly. Hey, Adrian, good to see you. Adrian says, no, rockets don't push off air. Can you prove it doesn't, Adrian? Because we've shown on the show live how much times that you always have to have air around for a rocket to move. With demonstration. We've never seen it the opposite way around. And when they have tried it, they've failed miserably. Okay. Let's do this stuff.
Jump right into number 25. This one never gets old. Scuba tanks in space.
This reminds you of Leo's one that he had the other night. The scuba tank. Yeah, guys, just pay attention here. You'll see there's a scuba diver literally trying to hide away there. Because remember, they had to help him out there because they're under the pool. Why do you think they have in the pool, they have it blue around? Because it acts as a blue screen. I don't think they give it a... Yeah, Newton's third law is a thing. But Newton's third law doesn't mean it works in a vacuum.
Well, they don't,
Yeah?
rockets don't leave air, do they? They don't go into space. They must be pushing off air.
I was going to say, if they're not pushing off the air, what are they pushing off? They don't push off themselves.
I mean, look at the rockets that go up in the sky. Why do they arc? It's not because they are going in orbit. It's because they have nothing to push off or further. They got their trajectory, they got their speed, but they're losing altitude because they can't carry on going.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're actually falling at a trajectory and then just into the ocean. So yeah, CD7 guy, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Face reality, hey mate. Glad you could make it.
Obviously.
Look at that fish. You can literally see. There it is. Come on. You can literally see the air tank. It's very, very simple stuff.
It reminds Rick, you remember that one, Giant in Space?
Yeah, the lighting looks more scattered like an order. That's probably why they have it in sepia. Why they had it in black and white. Because they tried to hide it a bit. Because this is obviously older footage. So...
Moving on to number 24.
I love this one. What do you think is going to show here, guys?
We're catching up.
Oh yeah, you guys don't it. Well, while we wait for them to come in, yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Yeah, Adrian, so if you want to, you can maybe go show us a demonstration of rockets working in a vacuum.
It's not that. This is that one with cardboard.
Oh yeah, this is where he turns his head, isn't it?
Ah,
he turns his
PJ
full head
got it.
with
Yeah.
a helmet. Yeah, the helmet shouldn't turn. The helmet shouldn't turn, but the whole helmet turns, doesn't it?
This is back when they were using stop motion, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like
wasn't,
a
yeah.
model.
Like Jason and Argonaut style.
It does, it does, it does.
Hey, Audio Oracle, good to see you, mate. Yeah, but I mean, they're not supposed to be able to turn their head, and yet he turns his head. And this was what, from the first spacewalk? What does that tell you? Yeah. Kind of being the show.
Space is fake, or he died imminently after.
He broke his helmet, guys. He broke everything.
Yeah.
Ed White with the Gemini 4 mission from 1965.
Ooh, see, there moves his head.
Did you catch that? He turned his head. Let's see that again.
Whoop, there he comes.
Still waiting for the first
He turned
time.
his head, right? That's lost technology right there. We lost that. That must have been with the telemetry data.
Yeah, I think we can actually look for something. Why?
There it is.
Why astronauts can't turn their heads? There has to be we have to be able to see if there's something about why astronauts can't turn their heads. Oh, I know, maybe because it's restricted.
There's no. It's just like a big giant airlock round their head, isn't it? So there's no like. Only thing he can turn his head inside his helmet, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can turn his
And
own
why
head.
why would he be looking towards the camera anyway? He's meant to be working. Do your job, mate. And he actually does a little pose for the camera and salutes, doesn't he?
Could astronauts ever swivel their helmets independently from? Such a helmet can only turn with the suit because it's part of the suit. The tight around the wearer's head, and the helmet turns with the wearer's head.
I would imagine it's some kind of twist lock as well, you know, to lock it in place.
That's it, they
Exactly.
do twist lock it. Contrary to popular science fiction, you won't freeze instantly and your eyeballs won't explode, but you will become aware of the spit on your tongue boiling away as well as your sweat. That's false. We literally saw that video that one astronaut in a vacuum where his supposed pipe came loose and he just blanked out straight away. Everything will start boiling, not just on your tongue. And I think at minus over 200 degrees Celsius, yes, you will freeze instantly. It's like
A little nippy.
it's like they're making excuses. Hey Spuddy, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Hey Charlie Girl, glad you could make it. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, so there we go. So that's another huge fail. And this is supposed to be like one of the first moonwalks and spacewalks.
We can't do that today.
You're late because I started a bit earlier, Charlie. Sorry. Because I'm only getting petrol for the generator tomorrow. So, yeah, the power's going off at 11, so I decided to start a bit earlier. Do feel good and refreshed today after my rest last night, so thank you guys. Do appreciate it. I might think of having at least to do one every 2 weeks. Or I take a night off to rest.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
with good reason. And that's not claymation. Moving on to number 23.
Ah. This is epic.
All right, whoa.
Whoop.
What's going on there? That must be a gravity pocket.
Gravity pocket. Yeah, guys, this is supposed to be in the space station. How can all of a sudden they all just fall and to the same place though? It's actually very simple.
Gotta be. It has to be a gravity pocket. There's no other way to explain that.
Boof. Oh, there we go. There's the answer. Yeah, the vomit comet.
Right.
I mean,
That's just ridiculous, isn't it? Like,
exactly. Face Reality, $5 super chat. Thank you very, very much for your super chat. Appreciate it. Slow-mo spacewalks while simultaneously orbiting the Earth at 17,500 miles an hour and orbiting the Sun at 67,000 miles an hour and chasing at it at 448,000 miles an hour. Yep, they are just a clown show. Thank you very much for your super chat. I agree. They have not been able to demonstrate going those speeds and being so casual either. Just to be honest. Hey Snowbirds, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, they have been shown to actually have, I think that you can stay in so-called free for what, like they said, like 20 seconds or something.
yeah, it's not long, is it?
20 seconds, and then that's why you see a lot of the videos they have cuts, because they're literally using the vomit comet. But these days they don't need to use the vomit comet. They literally use better technology, like like what they used with Gravity, the movie Gravity and stuff, with special harnesses and stuff, and they just cut it out because it's CG. Very simple.
Oh, I know, son. I hate it when I hit a gravity pocket. Not good. Yeah,
Hey.
it's always bumpy. It's always a bumpy ride.
Yeah. Hey Dad Studio, good to see you. Jumbo, good to see you, mate. Glad you can make it. Yeah, guys, I was thinking, would you want me to get on Jim Bob's channel sometime?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, Jim Bob's sound.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and contact Jim Bob, see if we can set up something sometime.
Alan speaks to him, doesn't he?
Yeah, Arwen was on his show the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jim Bob, if you're hearing this, hit me an email, mate. Let's have a chat.
Or is there?
Whoopsie.
Kind of makes you wonder why the ISS is tubular, right?
Yeah, I've actually heard them talk about that before. Why it's tubular? It's because of to save aerodynamic space because they were shooting it up with rockets and stuff because of the payloads. That's why. But you know, it's just easy to make it as excuse. What I love about this guy's video, he went and he put a whole bunch of different ones. I mean, it takes quite time to search for all these and actually put them in.
Yeah, when I've been looking for ones in the past, it's awkward, isn't it?
It takes
You see them,
forever.
and then when you're looking for them, you can't find them.
Exactly, and it takes forever.
Right.
He's probably got it stored for quite a while, and that's why he's able to. Because a lot of times you're looking for something and it's moved,
Yeah.
or it's deleted, or whatever.
Like, why not have a... What was wrong with the design of the Skylab? You'd think they would have liked that space to move around. They were doing somersaults in there and flipping around.
Yep.
Seems like a superior design to me.
Number 22.
Number 22.
Okay, I haven't seen this one yet. What's your... Well, it's probably still going to have to come up for you.
Yeah, we're still in the vomit comment.
I think what we should do is with everyone, before it comes on, we try and see where we should try and figure out what we're going to think is going to happen. What blooper.
Yeah.
That's a bit unfair though, because I've seen them all.
Yeah, some of them I've seen, some of them I haven't. So I haven't seen this one yet. I'm thinking it might be bubbles in space if I'm seeing this kind of thing, yeah?
It won't be fair for me to make a comment, so no.
Oh, you've seen it, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
I've
seen it all. I've just got some of them because I used some of it for a video. But yeah, I haven't seen it all.
I've seen the rest of the other ones. I don't think I've seen this one.
Okay, let's see. So Michael, yeah, well, you know what's going on. I think it might be bubbles in space if I see this little orb thing here.
The good old CGI overlay failure.
Yeah, look at that.
That's not good.
Check it out. Whoopsie. It's going to bleed over it. There we go. What a shame.
Alright, moving on to number 21.
Okay, number 21. Okay, next one. Sure. I think he's probably on a harness. Or they're going to pull the harness or something. Let's see.
We have some astronauts signing some divorce papers.
Oh, the papers are going to fall. I think the papers are going to fall. Yeah, it must be right. Oh, there.
Be careful. Look around. Was that bad? Yeah, that was bad.
You see, that's the thing. Let's go back quickly. He's still looking like he's floating, correct? And the papers fell.
Proves he's on an harness.
Dick Dawson. I didn't read it, but yeah. Thank you for coming anyway, whoever you are.
It says, at Flatsoid's perspective, congratulations. You are the shell. Hold on, where's it going?
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, no, but I can still get
they
them up.
reviewed it.
You are Shell Idiot of the Week. You are on the show tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, on his channel. Okay, so he just came and plugged his channel. Okay. Thank you, Dick Dawson, whoever you are, but you are quite a dick.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
he's quite a dick.
Dick.
Yeah. Oh, man. But maybe I should watch it so we can debunk his nonsense, probably. Okay, anyway, yeah. So how is he floating and the paper's falling? What's that telling you guys?
And be careful. Look around. That was.
And if you look also at his creases on his shirt, like it's pulling back. Watch this. Check there.
Be careful.
You see those creases?
Look around. And be careful. Look around. Was that bad? Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Definitely bad. Like he looks forward. He's like, "What do we do? Just go. Just poker face, dude. We'll come up with something." It was a pocket. Grab it.
Look straight at the camera. Like, what was? Oh, that didn't happen. Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
This is a question to all the globe defenders. Why?
Gravity pocket, come on, it's a gravity pocket.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, but I mean, why would they have so much of these fakes if it was real?
Yeah.
You wouldn't need to fake anything if it was real. Yet they get caught out constantly.
See, you can say gravity pocket, oh well, gravity well, or a gravity pocket, but how come it's just specific to one item?
Uh-huh. It's selective. Remember, they got what they call selective gravity. Everything's selective.
There's got to be a lot of these gravity pockets. It must be dangerous going up there to the space station, you know.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
If we're talking like this warping and bending of space time, wouldn't it pull ISS out of orbit as well?
Yeah.
Well, you'd think, yeah.
But if you look at the route around, it kind of, I don't know, this guy also looks kind of out of place. Even his lighting, look, the lighting is different. Look how dark this guy's light is, and look how light he is. And I'm sure this guy's not so.
I've noticed sometimes, you know, when you get a couple of them stood next to each other,
They don't fit.
They like touch each other and they don't realise that they're touching each other.
Exactly, like they're in different.
Like they're all in a separate feed.
That's my point now. It's almost like they've layered this guy in at different times with these people.
Yeah.
I want to check this guy's face when it falls though.
And be careful. Look around. Was that bad? Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Definitely bad. Look, he looks forward. He's like, "What do we do? Just go. Just poker face, dude."
See, this guy doesn't look really like he's phased about it. You see, he's just looking there and looking back. It's not like he's really phased, but they phased. Even the lighting is different. Totally different. It just doesn't make sense.
All right, moving on to number 20.
Number 20. Ooh. Probably a glitch. Because you guys do know that they use a lot of augmented reality stuff. Things are not really there, and then it makes it look like it's there.
That's like live CGI, isn't it? Augmented reality.
Yeah, exactly. So they have like a screen or something, or in this case, they even got contact lenses that gives the position away. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to go on mute for 10 minutes. I'll ask once to get hair dryer out.
No stress, mate. Okay, let's go.
Ooh, did he just drop something?
How does he drop that and that's
There's
floating?
Pockets of gravity. They're killing him up there.
Whoopsie.
Turns around. Yeah, did anyone see that? Yeah.
Why is he turning around to no one behind him? That's just so very weird.
The camera's in front of you, bro.
Yeah.
That's not
I was like,
good.
oh, did you see that?
But even the background, it's kind of fading into him. Look at this. You can there you got some bleed. You even got green screen bleed here. Check here. Oh. No, I have to go back there.
Turns around.
Check, you can literally see the green screen bleed here on his arms. And around here. Check.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Oh wow. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, did anyone see that? Yeah. The camera's in front of you, bro. That's not good. It's not good. I'm sure they'll edit it out, right? They wouldn't let that go through editing. Number
Yeah.
19.
Hetzelfde zo net als bij de Rus, maar interessante systemen. Hier achter deze panelen wordt de urine opgevangen. En,
Oh yeah, he dropped something as well, I remember.
I
Oopsie.
think he just dropped his spanela.
Waar het je sleutel geval? Waar het je sleutel geval, meneer? Hij is niet veronderstel om te vallen, nee. It's not
Oh,
supposed to fall.
this one's funny. This one's funny.
Yeah, it's not supposed to fall, and yet it falls.
That one's blatant, proper blatant. He's even looking for it. He doesn't even pretend not to look for it.
Exactly. Oh man.
Well, it wasn't meant to happen, was it? So it's spontaneous that you do that. Your body reacts to it, and you can't fake that.
Yeah, you can't fake it.
It could have been the Opifana. But I'm sure it'll turn up later, no big deal. Alright, moving on to number 18.
Found it and get cleaning.
Oh, yeah, our favorite singing astronaut. He's got a toothbrush, and that's going to show you how to brush your teeth in space, apparently, I think. It's very interesting.
My teeth. So I'm gonna suck off it because where else would it go?
And the interesting thing about this video,
I thought you said something there. I wouldn't see why it would be different if there's water in your mouth there, or... I mean, if it's in your mouth, it's in your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, they don't say anything about their spit floating about their mouth, do they? So
I mean, think
why
of...
would it be
Yeah,
any difference?
exactly. I mean, you got water tension in your mouth. So if there's water in your mouth, it's literally just going to go the same as just your spit. Hey, Mikey Smith, good to see you. Thank you for coming. I don't think they think these things through, actually.
No.
I mean, and look at this microphone.
Do you think they even care though? Because
No, they're making fun of the people.
like all Baltar's real, we all think it's real. So everyday person thinks it's real.
Yeah, but I mean, look at this. Even this microphone, it looks like it's just plonked on there. It doesn't look like it's there. The lighting and everything is different. He does. You can see he's not even. The background towards him is not the lighting's right. Him towards the mic's lighting is not right.
He's one of the big faces in NASA nowadays, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
He's always got his head in there somewhere.
Hey,
Tell me
Dr.
how
E.
we-
Riles. Good to see you. Yeah, exactly. But like I said, you can literally see he's behind on a green screen, and this is just a layered on mic. So like I said, what they do is they use augmented reality, so they know where their so-called props are floating around. I mean, you can see this with all the hard edges. These hard edges that are feathered like this, it doesn't look nothing like the rest of the background. The rest of the background is a high-definition photo, probably from their studio. And then they've taken him, probably, maybe he's at home, standing behind a green screen. He couldn't make it into the day.
I was still looking at him, his teeth.
Well, he's got the microphone by his mouth at the minute.
But that microphone don't look like it. You know what I mean? You can tell it's superimposed.
It's fake, yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The lighting, everything is just wrong.
Yeah, it looks more high def as opposed to his body being a bit more blurred.
And into that astronaut that's singing that song, and he's got that, you know, that handheld mic, and it's going through his neck and into his face.
Dr. E. Bells, yeah, we saw that balloon this morning. I want to talk about that also next, actually.
Yeah, mad, isn't it? Madness.
Oh, man.
watch Chris Hadfield here.
Look at that.
And this bag of water, I guess they added in post. I guess you've got multiple layers, right? This is one layer, and the background's another layer. And
ooh, I just saw something how it was going with the mic as well. Check at this, guys. Look carefully. Look carefully.
I guess you've got multiple layers, right? This is one layer, and the background's another layer.
Where it was going? Why is it not having a reflection on his battery thing there?
And they added this in.
No reflection at all.
When they.
But they're having light all around, but not the same light as what he's having. And it doesn't have a reflection of the brush in front of it. That's weird.
Speed up, right? This is just augmented reality. That's all it is. But
he was just says augmented reality. Yep, it's just augmented reality. You see, because it follows his path. Now his hands sort of. I mean, who holds a mic like that? Come on, is he a pansy? I mean, if you guys hold something, you'll see now when it shows up with you. If you hold something with your hands, you do not. Let me see. I got this. I don't hold it like that. I hold it. I'm a man. I hold it. I'm not a pansy. I don't hold it like this. All soft, you know. All, darling. You know.
I mean, he's in space. He doesn't need to hold it. You know what I mean? He can just let it go.
That's one thing also I don't get. He can just let it go. It's not supposed to be going anywhere, but yet it likes to go up, down, left, right, center. Hi, identity verification. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Oh, man. Oh, Dr. Ewell says it was over his house. That balloon. Hectic. Maybe I should just get that link of his, though. Before we lose it. Or have I already lost it? Dr. Owell's... Yeah, I didn't lose it. Okay. Anyway, let's go on.
When they speed up, the bag doesn't speed up. Watch. Now this is just him brushing fast, but watch when he actually here you go. This is fast forward. See?
But look at it, even his bleed. He's bleeding through. Look there. He's bleeding through, guys. Oh shit. Green screen alert.
See? Now hit rewind and go back and look at the bag. The bag never changes speeds. It's always going at the same speed.
That's also true. Yeah, because it's all layered composition. This is just, like I said, that photo they take is now a high resolution photograph. And then they have him standing in front of a green screen and they got all these props with augmented reality, different layers in. Simple as that. Not really there. Oh, man. Have you guys caught up yet?
Yeah. He's holding the mic in his left hand and he's got the brush in his mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. No, it's very simple stuff, guys. I don't know how the people still fall for this fake stuff. Hi, ciao, young cat. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it.
So you can see, and they really sell the scene with the watch, right?
Yeah, it's fast forwarding again, and that's still going the same speed.
Well, I'll show you how to do it.
I got a mouthful of toothpaste stump. I got a dirty toothbrush.
We don't care, Chris, honestly. Number 17. He missed it.
Ooh, and it went through his hand. Uh-oh. How can the ballers come and defend this rubbish? How? If you guys haven't already, please do subscribe to Mr. Flat Earth Coffee. Gonna get the video up for you guys again. Well, there's his channel. Do subscribe to him. There we go. Slip Radar, good to see.
Is that who we're watching now, yeah?
Yeah, that's his video.
Cool. Let's go on that.
Ugh.
Identity verification. Let us know if chat's open.
Not at the moment, mate. But we'll do it just now. I think let's first go through the one video at least. Okay, let's do this.
No, what? He caught it. He just morphed right through his hand. Amazing.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 16.
Ooh.
Satellite dish go boing. Boing.
Oh yeah. I was also wondering with this before. Why would it do that? Hey Space Miner, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Why would it do that doing if it was in a airless environment?
Yeah, the sound shouldn't carry.
Yeah, but I mean, it literally went like it hit something.
Mm.
Sort of like, you know, when they have an airfix model and it's going on a
Right.
on a jig.
Sorry, I thought you meant it made a sound, but obviously no. I'm seeing it now.
Yeah, but it's like it's going on a jig and then it hits something, but the guys are just too lazy to edit it out.
Mhm.
Just look at it. Oh yeah, Look at that again. It's going
Now,
to
there's
come
an
again.
explanation for this. I know there's
Boom.
always an explanation, right? So this is perfectly valid. It got hit by a micrometeorite. You see this one?
Really?
But it just hit that and nothing else.
Have you seen curve on Moon and all? If you followed that curve around, Moon would be tiny.
Oh, yeah. Very small. Oh, man.
Wow. That's crazy. It's zoomed in, it just, yeah. Aye, that's
Yeah,
mental.
snapped on a cable.
Kind of stuff all the time. Nothing new. Moving on to number 15. And let's check out some of the herky-jerky motions of the limb sped up.
Yeah, this was just stop motion footage. That's why it's so jerky.
It's also a washing machine.
Yeah, they defy gravity, guys. Yeah, that's just FX model work, that. Stop
That's
motion.
crazy.
It's just stop motion.
Aye.
That's all it is.
Right? Like, look at these motions. It just turns on a dime and stops, right? All right, moving on to number 14.
A new tab, I'm gonna open already. Yeah, thank you for the video. I think we'll try watch that one next.
And you have a super chat.
Oh, Faciality, $2 super chat. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. 360-degree selfie camera during the next spacewalk. I don't think that will ever happen. Hey, someday dead too. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, pear-shaped. Yeah. No, you see, the thing is, they'll never have a 360 because if they do, they would have more angles to expose their camera crew. It's as simple as that. So yeah, 360-degree camera will never happen. Maybe we should call NASA up and ask them if they'll ever use a 360. Or they do, but they don't show everything. How's that?
Alright.
Ah, I remember this.
So let's check out what I can only assume are lightning strikes. All right, look at them. Look at them in the background there. See them?
Yeah.
Let's see if they fly. Let's zoom in on them and see what they do. Look at this. Why do the clouds around the lightning strike, why do they move? Right? You can clearly see the cloud.
Because they're stretching it, they're doing warps. So they're warping it as they're putting in the thing because it's supposed to look real.
But
the clouds move around. You can literally see it warps the clouds around. It's not really real. So they're warping it frame by frame to give it because they're obviously drawing the lightning strikes in. So by doing this, they're busy warping the frame and lighting it up.
What's this stupid, like, yellow floating horizon?
I love, but look at the galaxies they're showing here.
Oh yeah.
Look at these
you can actually
galaxies.
escape in the galaxies.
I mean, really?
They're identical.
And what the hell is this? Yeah, this is a copy and paste. Look at that. Literally a copy and paste. There you go. Another. There we go. Copy paste.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man. Hey Omega Genesis, good to see you. Yeah, these are definitely cartoons. Oh wow. Yeah, you can't tell it's real because it's so fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the word for that?
CGI, but it has to be.
Oh man.
The pixels around the clouds are getting pushed around, right? Like.
Sorry, it just sounds like someone's on my roof.
It's a tiger.
It's not Santa, is it?
Huge.
Gorilla Santa, a baboon Santa.
No, this sounds heavy. Maybe like huge arse.
he parachuted in from the satellite he was on.
It could be a baboon. It could just be a baboon, so.
Just. Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll see Nana if something happens.
Michael, could you imagine if we seen a baboon on our roof? We'll be calling this doing it.
Adopted doctors.
Anyway, just
Wow, that's amazing.
That's some pigeons around here sound like baboons.
Yeah, we've got a load of birds in the garden because the missus puts out loads of food. She buys loads of food for the birds. It's unbelievable.
There's
What?
a pigeon goes on my roof, right, and it starts about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and it sounds like it's coming down the chimney breast and fire. But thing is, I ain't got a chimney.
Yeah, guys, they're saying it's a satellite landing on my roof. No, I think because if you guys don't know, I was hacked today. My Google account was hacked today, and I had to act quickly because I almost lost my YouTube channel. Yeah. So it might be that guy trying to climb on my roof because he can get through my access. I have a lot of butthurt trolls, guys. Globies don't like me.
Dedicated trolls, very
Yeah.
dedicated.
So I literally had to change every password I have again and everything. So yeah. Definitely.
Ridiculous though, isn't it? Like, they can't refute as arguments, so they do things like that. It's shocking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily I
get
got
mine
it.
out.
Luckily I got it in time. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, they literally kicked me out of my Google account and changed my passwords and everything. They were trying to do stuff on my YouTube account.
That's
Luckily,
ridiculous.
luckily
They could have put anything on your account, things that could have incriminated you. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. Horrible to do that.
Yeah, luckily I got it sorted very quickly before they could really do anything. That's
Good.
why it's good to have a fail safe.
Right.
VPN, guys, go VPN.
I like it.
it wouldn't push something next to it. When you illuminate something, you don't have to push something back. This is
Do you also see that while he's showing that? Can you see this? It's like 2 frames going into each other. Just watch this here in the sky here.
getting pushed around.
Look at that.
Right? Lightning would just
It's pushing
wouldn't
into each
push
other.
something next to it. When you illuminate something, you don't have to
And
push
it's-
something back. This is like manipulate.
And it's just redoing itself. It's literally just looping itself
Yeah.
in the sky.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of
Yes.
problems with this short footage, and this is the ones that they love to say, look, the ISS can see curve.
Mad. This is
Look at that.
well, this is obvious.
Look at that.
Right? It's- I guess they
Wow.
never expected anyone would
I don't
assume
even
it.
care about what he's talking about. I'm more looking at the stars. This is more damning to me than that. That's obviously just smudging. But that,
And every galaxy looks the same. It's just slightly different color.
it's a copy and paste and then just looping.
In on that.
That's it.
I don't know.
Ah.
Number 13.
Number 13. Always bring balls in space. Have you guys realized that? This guy's sitting literally like you would have a, what's the name? A harness. You see these wrinkles, these creases. These are created by harnesses. You know that, guys. Literally, that's created by harnesses. Huh. So I already called out harnesses, but let's go on. Hey, Choose Live, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. I thought he was looking at the ball, but now he's kind of looking miss.
Oh, right, we're there now.
Look at that. He's kind of looking miss at the ball now. But this guy's...
So,
Yeah, it definitely looks like that's not there. It's
And-
like he's looking past it.
And this
Yeah.
guy as well, it looks like he's looking at a screen. Not at the ball
Uh-huh.
itself. Look at that. Like he's trying to find the position of the ball. This guy doesn't even realize he's already filming. He's just talking to the camera.
And just playing. It's what they always do. They're always playing, right? I've never seen them work. I don't know what work they do. What?
Oh, did it go through his arm? What?
it like bounces off as though there's like
Someone there
a
as well.
screen behind them,
Yeah.
like bounces up.
Look. Okay,
And
kicks it.
just playing. And what they always do, they're always playing, right? I've never seen them work. I don't know what work they do. What? Did that ball just bounce off of nothingness? Or do they
Yeah.
have a clear screen there, you know?
Hi, Pure Medicine, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Partiality, everything looks so slow in space. Globe view, ISS view, spacewalks, yet it's supposed to look extraordinary fast. Based off of all the orbits, nothing ever whizzing by the camera. Ultra red flag. Yep. Let's put it into context, guys. At the equator, it's supposed to be like 480 meters a second. A Bugatti Veyron is around full speed at about 120 meters a second, and I believe me, you won't see the Bugatti Veyron really for long. So why is it so nice and simple for these guys to be falling so quickly? Oh, and this is 17,500 miles an hour, so it's even faster. Yeah, it's like 17 times faster. Hectic.
What's going on?
Let's see. Where's the ball?
Or is it
hitting?
just hitting a green?
Yeah, it hits behind something. And there's nothing
Yeah,
behind this guy.
It does seem to bounce off nothingness.
And there's nothing behind the guy.
You know, a green background that they're using for the green screen. Let's look at that one last time.
And if you guys realize, all the astronauts always have their shirts tucked in with a special belt.
Yeah.
Wonder why that is.
Oops, it just bounced off of nothingness. It did. It didn't go into that room. It bounced off of nothingness. Moving on to number 12. Don Pettit, the man who can't say COVID, no matter how hard he tries. Boink.
What's he hitting? I thought there's supposed to be no bugs in space. Identity verification. I will open the Discord chat straight after this video, mate. And then we can have a chat as well. Oh man. Check.
What's he smacking?
A bug. There's a bug in space. Oh wow. Something that's not supposed to be happening.
Do you know the Level Earth Observer caught one? It was a moth flying about.
Yeah, the moth, it tickled his ear and everything.
What it called it? Space Legend or something.
You could see him trying not to blooming laugh or swipe it away and that. It was funny.
PJ or Michael, would you be able to give identity verification and maybe a element link in his Discord?
Yeah.
Are you doing it, PJ? Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, I know how to do it, yeah.
Okay, identity. PJ's gonna send you a DM with the link for element, mate. ISS has a few bugs to work out. That's for sure.
It's okay. Just get some hand sanitizer later. I hope you're taking care of that problem. There are so many videos of insects in space. All right, moving on to number 11. And another.
I remember this. It's where he passes the microphone through nothing. It doesn't actually have anything, but he's passing it over, showing that it's just augmented reality. But you can literally see they are behind, in front of green screens here.
Augmented reality failure. I don't know what he.
See, he was giving him something to pass on, and there was nothing to pass on.
Is he called the same in Discord? Because I can't find him in Discord under identity.
Lotion basket.
Sorry?
Lotion basket.
Oh, lotion, right, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what he thinks he's putting on the shelf, but it's not that app. So whether his contacts.
He's literally giving nothing. Let's do it again. Let's check it out.
Augmented reality failure. I don't know.
So it's like he sees something on the screen floating there that he's picking up.
Went to him background on that one as well when that guy goes down and he's on an harness and you can clearly see he's on an harness.
These people are really
what he thinks he's putting on the shelf, but it's not that hat. So whether his
But also,
contacts,
but also look at this, how he goes through here. I wonder if we can somehow make this slower. Speed, there we go. Let's make it as slow as possible. Look at this piece when look at that. His arm's going through that thing in the shelf anyway. Look at this.
You've got to, I don't know, to think this stuff's real, there's got to be something wrong with it.
Exactly. But check it. Look.
I can't find them. I can't find them under lotion basket or anything.
I'll do it.
You do? I've got it copied now. I just can't find them. No.
You'll have to like message him about a message.
Yeah. I have. I've shared it. And what I'm doing is I'm sharing it, and I'm trying to get it. And I've shared it to Discord, and looking for him in private chat, and I can't find anything. I mean,
Discord down. You have to physically message it.
right. Okay.
I'll do
So
it.
okay, copy it. Right. Okay. See what you're saying.
I'll do it.
All right. Go for it.
Okay.
contacts, if they were that.
Exactly, Alan. I don't know how anybody can defend this crap. It's sad. I mean, look at it. Literally, everything's going through the stuff as well. It's not even layered properly. The lighting is also different. And why does he also seem so much smaller than the guy? I don't think he's so much. And the lighting as well. Look how dark the lighting is on him. Look how light the lighting is on him. They're in the same room, for Pete's sake. It just doesn't make sense. And this can easily be done just by shooting the same scene twice at different times and just overlapping them, and that's why it gives this. That's why he probably thought something was given to him, because they were not filming together. They were filming at separate times, and it's mirrored, and he thought he's giving him something.
Far along at the time, or the screen he's looking at in the foreground, whether that just glitched out, he didn't know what to do. He's obviously handing something off.
See, because he's even looking in the screen to see he's got something in his hand. You see there? He's not looking where he's putting it. He's looking on the screen as he's guiding himself. Look at
far
this.
along at the time, or the screen.
Look how he guides himself with the
looking
screen.
at
Check
in the
there.
foreground, whether that just glitched out.
Yeah. Get your tax scholars, but I'm so happy I don't pay tax to these guys.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you look and all, can you remember last week when we were on about them red, blue and green dots?
Oh, yeah?
If you keep your eye out, you'll see them on everything. Like sometimes you'll see them on the trousers and on the t-shirt.
Yeah, but you know what those red, blue and green dots are?
I know exactly what
It's
they
tracking.
are.
Tracking sensors. That's all it is. It's track sensors. They use it for VFX. Uh-huh. Whoopsie. Hey, Andy Worth, good to see you. Is it
Did you
just...
manage to do that, Michael? Because I still can't get it.
Yeah, I've sent it.
Check at this.
Why can't I find him?
I've already got him as a friend on this.
That's probably why, because I ain't got him as a friend.
Yeah.
But I still can't find him under identity or lotions or God knows.
You've really got a troll in, guys. Andy Worth. Is it just going to be this looping clips and giggling for 2 hours, or are we getting some actual evidence? This is actual evidence.
That's the actual point of the show is just to have a laugh. If you know what I mean, it's not a show for evidence. It was just to have a laugh at space. So yes, that's what we're doing.
We're having fun while laughing at how gullible you guys are for this. So Andy, you can maybe defend it instead of just showing how butthurt you are, because this is definitely showing that it's fake. So what evidence do you want?
Explain this man grabbing
Nothing.
and
And then sticking his hand through,
trying to put it on a shelf.
and then sticking his hand through that stuff and looking at a screen while he's doing it, and having different lighting, and the guy is totally nothing is the same. There's too many slip-ups, exactly.
He didn't know what to do. He's obviously handing something off, but there's nothing there. Moving on to number 10. All right, got this little android
What's
in
that?
space
Oh.
floating around. Doink, what?
Oh, what?
What? Just everything zero gravity.
And it just started falling. Could this just be on the on the zero flight, on the vomit comet. I wonder, this could just be on the vomit comet.
Gravity. What? That makes no sense. There is no
Look at that.
logical explanation for this because that ball is clearly an anti-gravity, and then there's gravity. Anti-gravity, gravity.
Yeah, guys, this is a vomit comet. It has to be.
Hmm.
It just has to be there. Yeah, Chiron Cat. Gravity was actually my favorite film when I realized the Earth is flat and space is fake. Still enjoy it. Yeah, the graphics done on Gravity to me is very well done.
Better than this stuff we're watching.
Brilliant stuff. They really need to get their okay, Chris, what I hope my creative studio is still working. Anyway, let's go back.
I'm sure there's an explanation, right? Because if there weren't an explanation, it would mean we're being lied to. There's got to be. Number 9. All right, this astronaut has just flew in from the room above.
Yeah.
And nothing.
Yeah.
What? What is that?
Ooh, is that
What
getting?
is
It's
that?
getting caught by the
Is that
cable.
artifacting? It's got to be artifacting because nothing else makes sense here.
Yes.
It looks like a heart.
Yeah, that's they haven't they haven't bled out the cable properly.
Yeah, the cable.
They haven't painted it out properly. That's why. Remember, they do it frame by frame, and they probably didn't paint it out properly, and that's why it's showing. Identification matrix is element.
It is on. Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say that. Yeah.
It's almost acting like how a harness would act. And there's even a
Acting how honest it act. Exactly. It's just not painted out properly.
bump right there, but that's got to be a natural bump, and that harness has to be active. It has to be artifacting. It's got to be.
Good catch.
All right.
I've got a question for
Yeah.
people like Slippo who's defending this in chat. What you gonna do when everybody's walked up to it?
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Remember, there's a lot of globe defenders that also know it's fake.
Yeah, yeah. And it's, I mean, they might say flat out's dying, but it's not. It's bigger than it's ever been. More people are waking up, you know.
Oh yeah, more and more every day. Don't know where they come. The same people that's saying it's dying is the same ones that's just ignoring everything presented.
That's right.
He says, I saw this one, it's not a cable, it's a reflection on the screen behind him. Okay, let's look at it again. That's, okay.
And that harness has to be active.
That's not
It
a
has to be
screen.
artifact.
That's not, is that a screen? Let's zoom back. Okay, there is a tab, it looks like a tablet there.
Is that artifacting? It's got to be artifacting.
No.
Because nothing else makes sense here. It looks like a harness. It's almost.
What would be reflecting there? Slip? There's nothing, that's nothing reflecting, he would be reflecting there. With his blue shirt. That's not
There's
a
no glass
reflection.
in your eyes.
Acting like how a harness
You
would
can
act.
clearly
There's
see
even a
it's an
bump
harness wire.
Yeah,
What the rubber's reflecting?
yeah, that's what I said. I don't
right
understand
there,
where it's
Okay.
reflecting.
It's got to be a natural bump, and that harness has to be active. It has to be artifacting.
That looks like a black book behind him. It's nothing reflective. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a black book to me. But I don't think it's a reflective surface.
But even that, even if it was a reflective surface, it would be reflecting him, not
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
And what about that one when there's about 5 of them all stood together and one guy does a somersault
And they
another
catch
guy
the cable.
actually grabs his wire.
Yeah.
And you can even see grab wire.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. I see 2 screens. Okay, but like I said, even a screen, that's not reflecting anything. Then it's following that bulge
The-
100%
And he's
as
shot.
it's going.
And he's shot, yeah. I was about to say that, yeah.
It's got to be.
See, it's following. Andy Worth, I have no confidence in fakery. If they were the original higher def clips, there are always lower res pixelated ones full of compression artifacts. It makes it hard to know what's what. Even if it's high definition, you still see the same nonsense happening.
But it's still all happening in a face that violates second law of thermodynamics, so it has to be fake.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and exactly. I think they make them in low resolution so you don't see shit. That's why we laugh. We say, how much millions of dollars do you guys give to these people, and they can't even afford proper cameras?
That's true.
But then they had the astronauts on the moon with brilliant Hasselblads that took such brilliant photography that people, actual professional photographers, struggle to get here on Earth.
People are defending all this, right? You should be getting mad at these people because they're deceiving humanity.
Exactly.
These astronauts, or astronauts, whatever if you want to call them, these are the ones who are deceiving humanity because they know they're in a place that's not real.
Exactly.
YouTube, if that is high definition, I'm sober. If that's high definition, I'm sober.
Yeah, I think they spent most of their budget on hairspray and forgot about the camera equipment.
All right, coming in at number 8.
Andy Worth, but there are high def ones, you just never show them. So bring us the high def ones. How's that sound? Then we can laugh at them as well. You guys really are cherry pick, trying to pull straws here. Literally.
Chris Hadfield,
Ooh. What's happening there?
giving it to us again.
High definition is not going to save that, by the way.
I don't know what's going on here, Chris. Maybe you could explain.
That's a
this.
harness.
Why do you have these little?
I'm on the
bumps
home YouTube. I'm on the homemade rocket fuel again. Again, thank you guys. We've got 42 in chat. You guys, please just hit that like button because there's only 5 likes. What's going on? 5 likes for 42 people in chat. You guys can hit that like button, please. Even the dislike button, Globies, I really don't mind. It's all for the engagement. So 97 votes. Space is a show. Yes, 62%, and no, 38%. It's good to see so much people know the truth. It's just a show.
There's a lot of people who think they live on a ball who don't believe this stuff.
Yep.
This is a thing, like people defending it, they're lacking a few bolts in head or something.
Yep. The vault. That is the reflection in the screen behind him. Yeah, that must be the reflection. There's 44 people in chat now, Chow. This is only sees 27. That's the one thing I don't understand about YouTube. Everybody sees difference.
Yeah.
See
Yeah,
26.
you said 5 likes, I've got 7 likes.
I've got 28.
Likes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got 5.
Really?
I got
29.
5.
Just my notes and it's just from Doe.
Maybe if I like stop the stream and like go back on it, it'll probably change. Let me just quickly try that.
They go up and down while you're watching them.
5 likes.
Yeah.
5 likes, guys.
Ah.
I've even refreshed it as well. Oh well.
Oh, that's not yours. Someone else. No, what I did is the video you're playing. I was starting to play that one. That's not the one. Yeah. Okay.
5 likes. Okay, let's carry on.
We're back.
Yeah, I've got 28 now. 28 likes.
Can't be a harness though.
Oh yeah. My likes have also gone 29. Thank you. Hey Flat Sabbath, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Andy Worth, I've just googled high definition video from the ISS and there are 334,000 results. You do know these are all like literally had to go through to get them. So if you can get these same ones through those results with high definition, bring them for us because I'm definitely not going to spend hours doing that.
You have to sit watching them on slow motion and everything.
Exactly. Ah,
There's no way.
definitely a harness.
All right, coming in at number 7. And let's look at this astronaut on the right. Let's look at his foot. It'd be his left foot, the far right foot, right?
Okay.
Now, I don't know why my little video bars.
Sorry?
It's ghost foot.
His ghost foot, yeah. We're gonna look now.
Not going away. It has been going away, and it would mess up this one time. But his foot's invisible, right? You can see through to what should be beneath his sock.
Ah, yeah. Look at that. There's the outline
Oh,
of
yeah.
the sock, and you can see right through it. Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, he has no feet. He has no feet.
Oh, man. Andy Worth, I don't know why you defending this so much. Like I said, you the one that wants to see the high def, so then you do your homework and get the high defs. I'm not going to do it. We don't need to. We're busy with the show right now, laughing at your guys' stupid religion. Okay?
But it's on top of his sock.
Ouch.
It's got to be artifacting, right? It's the only thing it could be. Moving on to number 6. The classic.
Oh, yeah, this is the old one. And yes, guys, even in high definition, it does exactly the same. High definition won't save.
Clearly.
High definition won't save them, because this was a high definition, actually.
I'll tell you what, over the weekend I'll give him some homework. I'll download a high definition one and I'll see what I can find.
100%, because it's going to be the same. The thing is, they have to have an excuse for it. And the excuse is, oh, it's not high definition enough. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Instead of showing us having gate space without containment.
Sure, Pandy, you're getting boring.
Yeah.
I was going to say. You sounded like a whinging old granny there.
Oh, wings, wine. It's like,
High definition won't save it. Simple.
Yeah.
So you even see the
if we
green
want
screen.
to sit and laugh at low definition, that's up to us. You know, you
Well,
don't
that-
have to be a why
Yeah.
keep moaning.
I call that signal glitch. Signal glitch actually makes the whole thing glitch, background included. You can literally see the green screen glitching with them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
It's only the body, it's only the motion, things that are in motion that's glitching. Everything that's still hasn't glitched, just the things in motion.
One that lasers glitching.
That's a good point that Alan Nordstrom brings up. High definition doesn't change things falling down.
It does. It does.
Oh wow.
And it's just the foreground objects, right, that are being projected onto the second layer that glitch out.
Number
Moving on to
5.
Number 5.
The Invisible Man. I remember that's where they where they kind of fade him out too early. This is
Is that the way, yeah, he goes down, it looks like he's good, he turns the corner and goes down like a corridor sort of thing, and he fades out just as he's turning.
yeah, and high definition also won't save this, by the way.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Oopsie.
Where is he going? The 5th dimension.
Fifth dimension. Oopsie.
Nothing of working with
Dimensional
me.
phase shifting, I guess. It's
He's going supernova. Yeah, rockets can't work in space. That's why they are pretending to use microwave type propulsion.
there's an explanation. I don't know what it is, but there's an explanation.
Number 4.
Artifacting. Gotta be artifacting. Number 4. More artifacting.
It's a ghost, guys. I think they might need to re-look at hiring some new VFX teams. They're having some problems. It's definitely looking to be a ghost, yeah.
Andy, Michael just literally said at the weekend you'll look at some high def and see what he can sort out. We're in the middle of a show at the minute. He's not going to just go start raking for things right now when we're just meant to be having a laugh.
I don't even want to have to do it, but I want to do it just to see, like.
Exactly.
Somebody's made a claim now, so I'm gonna. That's it.
Because there's no other explanation. Moving on to number 3.
Ah, I love this one. I remember this one.
Oh,
Wait, where did he just come from?
did we just swipe in an entire...
Whoop.
Can I just say something? In fact, Andy, provide me a link to one that you found, and I'll look at that very one.
I was applying to be a graphic animator at NASA years ago before I continued neuroscience. Wow, that's cool.
Mm.
And what did they tell you?
Look at it.
And what did they tell you?
Astronaut, how do you... Go back and watch if you need to, but these
It's on loop. That is on loop. These are on loop, and they just literally add him in on. And yeah, again, high resolution is not going to save this.
You know that.
flags in the wind, they never lose their continuity, right? They keep... Watch everything in the background, and you'll see
It stays the same.
everything is absolutely has absolute continuity, except for him. They just swiped him in. Why would this right here tells you beyond a doubt, without dispute, that they're
Exactly. Hey Timothy Southwick, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
That is it. You used the right word there. You just swiped them in. It's like you just swiped on your phone left to right, and you just come into view. That's exactly what it's like.
Yeah, exactly, Facial. 100k USD salary for the average NASA employee to promote a fake place in the world as real. They all should be fired and prosecuted. Restricted to community service for the rest of their lives. Yeah, that's the thing. You just do it for money.
Fan flats, then don't look.
Okay, then I won't.
Look. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's persistent, isn't he? He's persistent.
Oh, YouTube says, I've seen Makutun say, how about this? They are similar.
Similar. Similar. FO.
Hey Moxie, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
using layering with CGI, right? Or layering, well, this would be just green screen, but other videos show you that they're using CGI and augmented reality.
And I can guarantee you 90% of the globe guys that defend the globe don't even know what augmented reality is. Because every time you bring it up, they literally just ignore it or obfuscate from it.
What about that one when that cuddly toy just beams in?
Yeah. Or with when he's trying to pass the baseball cap and he gets the timing wrong and passes nothing.
No, that we did show that one tonight.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, we've seen that already. I must have been doing something.
Moving on to number 2. And this one never gets old.
I remember Leo showed this space. It's this what's it name? It's an Airfix model. Yeah, definitely.
This is by way of Taboo Conspiracy. And that is not a model. I'm not a forensics expert, but I've seen more impressive models.
I agree. Definitely. Wow, so much links. Okay.
They are defending wankers.
Definition. Okay. Okay. But yeah, guys, you can literally see that's just the FX model. Even the lighting, you can see it's just studio lighting.
it's blatant. I mean, that is totally blatant. Surely they know that that looks like a bloody model, because it is. That is a model. There's no way they can say
It's
it's not.
insane.
You know, I've built more impressive models.
Uh,
And are those supposed to be?
those supposed to be the panels. Come on. Look how fake that looks. Even these.
It's terrible.
No.
Flatzo, will you just make that Andy a wrench just for 5 minutes so you can post me a link?
Okay.
Because obviously he can't post a link and he's no wrench.
No, you can post a link, can't you?
You can't post links unless you're
Oh, okay.
Worth have a range to post links, yeah.
Okay, Andy, you've got a link of a wrench, so please post the link then. Then we
like,
can check
solar
it out.
panels? Like I've never seen. They just look like white cardboard.
It does look like white cardboard.
This is obviously a model, right? If you can't see that,
Then you get your eyes checked. Yeah.
then you're suffering from space credulity.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at
Wow.
that. Look at that. Look at it. Just look. This is plastic. This is a plastic model. They didn't even try, right? Look at this. Like, look at.
Yeah, it's like plastic. It definitely. Oh man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
really
definitely.
sad. I mean, does this look anything like they claimed ISS? No, Andy, I don't see any link from you, dude.
Post it again. I don't think it allows you to do it when you ain't got a wrench.
He's got a wrench now. He's got
There's
one
not
now.
one now, but when he posts it, link it in.
Yeah, it's nothing.
He might get it.
There we go. There's the
it is.
link. Okay, let's open it. It wants to open on my Creator Studio. Unfortunately, I can't open it on Creator Studio since that hack. Sorry, guys. Michael, would you be able to save it?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to look at in it over the weekend.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
reason I've asked him to post link, then I can't be accused of cherry picking one or stupid like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spent a copy and have a look.
It's just like a cutout of tin. I could make this. I can do better. I can do better. No doubt about it. I think that's a Coke can. Moving on. Number 1.
Really appreciate you, Timothy. Yeah. Really, a lot of love and blessings to you guys too.
Hold on a minute. It's not astronauts inside ISS. It's 4K footage of ISS orbiting Earth.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's not. That's not.
I want one in 4K inside ISS.
We've just.
Yeah,
We've literally
that's
just.
not bloopers. There's nothing to do with bloopers at all.
I don't want to look at the 4K CGI ISS floating around the globe. Seen them?
Crazy impressive maneuver. This guy's doing 17,500 miles an hour. Just in relationship to Earth. We're like taking out the movements of traveling around the sun at 66,000 miles an
Wow.
hour and traveling through the galaxy at 1.2 million miles an hour. And this guy just pulls back on the yoke and he does a 180 to dock with the ISS. Look at this. This is the only pilot in history that has ever attempted. This is the most dangerous maneuver ever attempted. They're just ripping through the cosmos at 1.5 million miles an hour, and this guy just pulls back on the yoke.
That is really something else.
Sunbirds are go.
Oh man.
And
It says, and then go to the international ones. Does crying about something being fake actually count? No one's crying about anything being fake. We're laughing at the idiocy. I don't think you understand. There's a difference between crying at how gullible you guys are, because how stupid the actual fake is, compared to crying about. There's nothing to cry about. Hey, Kim Hopkins, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Because the only ones we've seen crying so far. Sorry?
That's the point of the show tonight, is to have a laugh at space fakery. It's nothing. We're not trying to debunk anything or prove flat earth at the minute. It's a laugh show.
Yeah, and it literally debunks itself. We don't need to do anything.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And this is a bonus.
I love this one.
Right, I didn't want to make it 26, but yeah, this is, we just won't tell anyone, this is number 26. And here we are in the Skylab. Their weightless environment.
Weightless environment, but what the hell's going on there? It's bending it down. It's supposed to be 500 LBs or something. He's the Superman.
Did you hear?
But that's nothing, guys. Look what's going to happen now. Whoops.
This is supposed to be a weightless environment.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh. Once a lie, always a lie. Exactly, Alan.
Weightless, right? Weightless. Now, why are these guys holding it? If they let go, it's supposed to...
That's true. If it's weightless... That's true.
Oh, that's so funny.
I mean, the guy could just literally hold it himself with one hand, like, hello, holding it. It looks like PVC piping, by the way.
You don't need spot in space.
Yeah, why? It looks like PVC piping anyway. Oh, man. These guys never think things through, actually.
Float. Why are they holding it? And why, when they let go, does this guy's arms sink down, right? It doesn't make any sense. Why do his arms sink down?
Oh, not just that. These are also sinking down.
And why do these shake back and forth, right? With all that momentum and inertia, like why does that...
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense at all. Is there any answer for this, Globies? And no, high definition will not save that, because that is practically the resolution you had of those days as well.
Anyway.
All
right.
And he just floats off. That's funny.
It is funny, eh? So in other words, you must use a weight and then you're going to float away. Hi, Gerald. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, movies like Star Wars are more realistic. I agree.
So as a bonus, I thought I'd throw in some extra video. How do they do it, right? Let's look at how they do it. You know, one of the things, we're obviously, everyone understands how you could just be hanging from wires in front of a background with a camera looking at you head on.
There we go. Look at that. They actually use this for movies and stuff. I've seen this as well. Then they just paint it out. That's all. Very easy.
But sometimes we don't think that, you know, you don't think to realize they can be doing this from a top-down perspective, right? Look how easy that'd be to do this, right? He's looking down on you. So when you see that, and then this isn't here, and this is full screen, it's like, oh, it just looks like he's floating, right? And he can touch everything in this room, so it all becomes real. But when that is just, you know...
I see he's still posting those links, Michael. He seriously wants you to get that.
He's determined.
But you see, that's just called cognitive dissonance. He's trying to make sure he can have some kind of excuse, because he doesn't want to accept the reality of it. So he has to try and make an excuse for it. So he's very desperate to keep that lie alive.
Of their fake station. It's very easy to do. And that's why Chris Hadfield all...
Sorry?
Have you ever looked at any videos of that Skylab?
Skylab, yeah.
Have you ever looked at any videos of it?
Yeah. Got boring.
It looks better than ISS.
But it's still boring.
Always looks like he's having an aneurysm, right? Like this guy's always got a massive vein on his forehead that's about to blow out. And whenever you see him floating, he's always holding his knees, right? He has to like hold them up to himself because he doesn't have the core strength. save some time on this. Try to make this video.
Yeah, this is actually done very well. This was done by one person actually that did this video. They like Stitch. I think it took them like two years or something to make this video. It was awesome stuff. If you want to watch the exclusive, you can go look at Corridor Digital. They interviewed the guy who made this video. Actually done very well.
As short as we can. Look how crazy this is. I mean, this is the whole set. This could have been done in like my living room. They just put.
It was done in the guy's studio key, actually. But it was a one-man job who did this video. Like I said, it took him like 2 years to do, and it's all digital. He did really, really good job.
A little bit of green screen, and people would go to the movies to watch this.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Very good work, eh?
This is probably some dude working in India for 75 cents.
Nope, not a dude working in India. It's a guy in America. It was actually his passion.
Realistically, that camera's just panning, it's just pulling away from him. But when you see the CGI, it makes it look as though we're going down with them, and do you know what I mean? It's as well as away from him.
Yeah. Andy Worth, but because it can be fake doesn't mean it is fake. We're literally showing videos that it is faked. Not that it can be faked, it is faked. There's a difference.
Because how many glitches and things do you have to catch before you agree that it's fake? You know what I mean?
They're just dishonest with themselves. It's as simple as that. They're just being dishonest with themselves. And they're not...
And their space is fake. It's place, it's
can't
not
exist.
real.
Space cannot exist. It violates the second law of thermodynamics. If it violates how natural law works, then it's wrong. It's fake. No matter how much you want it to be real, doesn't make it real.
Cents an hour. We got paid $35 to make this whole scene.
Unfortunately, his information is wrong about this video, but yeah.
NASA gets $82 million a day.
Mm-hmm.
82 million from the government. All right, that doesn't include sales of merchandise, everyone wearing their NASA hoodies and NASA shoes and all their all the ticket sales they get from people visiting, and just just from taxpayers. 82 million a day.
Yeah, quite a lot.
To check out Billy Idol.
Billy Idol. What? Billy? What's her name? Eilish.
Eilish, such a wholesome
Eilish,
young
yeah.
lady.
That is so evil. The black goo. This is what I was trying to talk with Better Than Gold about the black goo. But I thought I was talking about black goo. A glitch is a glitch. It doesn't prove fakery. Have you never seen glitches on ordinary video feeds from the Earth and have it doesn't mean fake? No, there's a difference between glitch and fake glitch. There's differences.
On Earth, everything's, when you see a video that isn't fake, everything glitches, not just certain things.
Yeah.
I've taken
Just
lots
a
of
roll.
videos on a crappy phone with like a 2-megapixel camera, and it don't glitch out like what you're seeing on the massive feed.
Nope.
It's got this, we're dealing with people with severe cog this.
Astronomy Live. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to be tracking the ISS tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Flatoid, you're invited to control my scope for yourself as it tracks the ISS. If it is just a model, just to prove. Hello, there's something up there, but it's not what you've been told.
Just another star, I think.
It's definitely not what they're telling us it is. It's simple like that. The astronauts are not there. They are in Houston. Just like we had that one astronaut literally saying, here in Houston while he's on the so-called ISS. And that's not a glitch. That was actual words that came out of his mouth. So yeah, go track your ISS if you want to. it still cannot be where you claim it to be and what it is.
Model for children, really. I hope in the future that they like mandate her videos in schooling. Just to set the example, you know, of what a role model should be.
Using parallax and those angular sizes from the moon you guys use is based on you assuming the moon to be 253,000 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
So no, sorry. The video you are reviewing here claimed is just a model, so you're disagreeing with this video. Huh? What's he on about?
I've not got a clue.
That video is an Airfix model.
The one that passed already, yeah, that's an Airfix model for sure.
But I've seen people film ISS and it does look like a little blob with wings, but it doesn't look like that Airfix model.
No.
No.
You know, when you look at Saturn and it's got a
But
little blob with a ring around it.
But sorry,
But when you look at ISS, it's a little blob with two wings on the side.
yeah, but Astronomy Live, were you not with Red Rhetoric when you guys did that parallax angle measurement and you used the pixels of the moon? I'm sure you guys counted pixels to get that distance. Or was that another one that I watched? Have you done it again without the moon this time?
Why does Astronomy Live got the same avatar as Pentalica?
Pentalica, he does. I know, I've also realized that. And Pentalica is... yeah, it doesn't really... He's banned again, so... Well, Astronomy Live, it's interesting that you think it's actually there. Good for you.
Crack on, man.
So, zero-G planes, CGI, augmented reality, harnesses from angles you wouldn't normally think about, but this is the best.
Astronomy Live, like I said, I'm sure it was that with you, were you with Red Rhetoric? Because I watched a video where you guys literally were like 100 meters apart, looking at the moon with the ISS traversing past it. And you guys used the pixels of the moon to work out its angular size and distance and stuff. That's what I said. Is there maybe another one that I missed?
So what if you didn't watch it?
Space Station Replica.
Up to you.
Yeah, Space Station Replica ISS rental. Okay. Wow, so you can rent a replica. That one is talking about the model. Okay, thanks. Anyway, back to the video.
Because this is how they do the watches and the necklaces.
Astronomy Love, I said that's one I watched. This is like the third time I've said it. So I said maybe it is another one. It's as simple as that. I don't know if you understand my words coming out my mouth. Hey Thomas Larson, good to see you. Thank you for coming. But we can actually go and watch your stuff if you want to, Astronomy. I don't mind. Post the link for you measuring the ISS. How's that? Then we can watch it all together. Yeah, no, this is so real, guys. Yo.
It's just a cry there.
And you know they're not going to show. This is for a TV show, right? You know they're not going to show their best work, right?
Yeah. You misrepresent. You see, look at that. I'm telling you, he can send me the link. We can look through it now. Now he's telling me you misrepresented my mythology. Isn't this how all these guys work? They make claims, and then when I come to back it up, or let's go do something about it, then they make excuses.
Yeah.
Just send the link.
You're misrepresenting me. You're saying this, you're saying that. It's them, it's saying it.
I'm sure this guy's Pantelica. He talks just like him.
Mm.
Pantelica is probably his stock account.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I never said anything about banning you, Astronomy Live. I said send me a link of where you so-called measuring the distance and speed and everything, and we can watch it through together. Very simple stuff.
It's like just focusing on you is a whinging little rat.
He's trying to disrail the show. That's all.
Obviously, because it's too. That's why this necklace scene only lasted for a second, right? Just a second, but that's how they do it. And if you pay attention to their necklaces and their watches, you can see them go invisible, and you can see the overlay, like the lines of where it terminates on their wrist shift sometimes.
Astronomy Live, Pantelica is probably your stock account. That's what we're saying. Probably. A probability. Do you know what that means? But anyway, last time. Send your link to your claimed video that you supposedly measured the ISS distance and everything, and we can all watch it together. There's no misrepresenting anything. Just send the link and we can go through it. Simple stuff.
So that's how they do it. That's what sells the scene, is when you add in those little details.
Pause it a minute, right? YouTube never said it were going to ban you, Astronomy Live. He said you ain't last long here with your attitude.
In fact, YouTube, I've never seen them ban anyone, to be honest, ever.
Great, Astronomy Live. So are you going to send the link or not?
He can't, he ain't got a wrench.
But he sent other links.
No, like,
Yeah, I got this link. He sent this link to me. How does he send this link but he can't send his video? Okay, I wanna wrench him up so he can send the link again. So will you send the link, Astronomy, please? I've just wrenched you up so you can send it.
Like the floaty necklace and the floaty watch, and then they're coming at you from a top down, so your brain can't put stuff together, right? They're just tricking you. It's just a trick. But I thought I'd save kind of the best for last, right? Like this is
easy to make. Very easy.
This is a television show. Nobody even knows who this is, right? They didn't save this for a Tom Cruise.
This is like done, like I actually wanted to do this for everybody. Literally done on a piece of glass.
Cruise movie. This isn't an astronaut. This dude's not in space. Again, this is from a television show. And look how convincing this is. If you had told your average NASA fan that this dude was in space, they'd buy it. They wouldn't doubt.
Is that one? Okay, linking. Let's go look at his. It's still sending me to studio. Why is it doing that? Every time I want to go copy. There we go. This video isn't available anymore. Okay. Now what must I do with the video that's not available anymore? I got a better idea. Go to channel. Maybe you can tell me where to go. How's that sound? Okay. Oh, look at that arch.
to the fish outbreak.
You cover. Yeah. Kind of sounds like he's cowering here. Tracking ISS with new telescope. You see, have you even watched this video? Because I remember seeing one with him a few years ago, something with Red's Rhetoric. And that's what I said, was the moon and everything counting pixels. That's what I'm saying.
Take his wrench off him and boot the clown out. I'm sick
I
of
was
it.
going to say we're giving spanners to spanners.
There we go. Yeah, we literally just give it so he can post the link, but he doesn't want to post it, so we're on his channel
Just
now.
he's accused us of striking his vid now. Take his wrench off, boot the clown out.
Did you strike my vid? What is he on about?
Clown.
How can I strike your vid if I haven't got there? I'm literally live showing everybody what we're doing.
Numpty. Egypt.
Okay, so that was his vid then. That other one that was not available anymore. Okay, I don't know how am I supposed to actually look something that he's talking about if I can't actually watch the link.
I don't want to watch his videos, man. He's a clown.
No, I'm interested to see now his so-called how he gets the distance and speed and everything.
You said you just scrolled past it. Well,
What's the name of it?
and measuring ISS without using the moon.
To be honest, this is quite a boring channel for me. Measuring the distance to a star. No. You can't measure a distance to a star, but good luck anyway.
Billions and billions.
Oh, without... There we go. So, I didn't misrepresent you, because now you're using it without using the moon. So that means you did use the moon before, just like I stated. So who misrepresented who?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember he says he didn't use it, but I said the one I did see was him using the moon.
See, Charlie Girl said she sent a link that she said it's quite short and fun. I can't see the link, but have you seen it? Facts.
Who?
When it Charlie Girl sent.
Charlie. Oh yeah, she sent a short one. Sorry, I did want to show it before. Let's just quickly see that before we do Astronomy Live's rubbish stuff.
2, 1. Okay, we checked all 4 systems, and there you go. On modulation, all 4. And here we
That's well done. Thank you, Charlie Go, for that. Sorry, I forgot about it totally.
That's pretty cool.
He says, I never watched his video. I watched the one with Red's Rhetoric, where you guys went together. If you can't even understand the words coming out my mouth, then how would you expect me to converse with you on anything, actually? I have to repeat myself constantly to this guy.
Yep.
Am I talking another language or something, or am I not clear with the words coming out my mouth?
I understand you fair enough, right?
Okay, let's just see.
To equipment in order to perform.
Sorry?
I'm seriously struggling not to boot him out.
No, don't boot him. Okay, here's the moon. It says he's not using the moon. Okay, that should be good. I might have to actually download it. You know how it works. Download. Let's see. I'm just downloading it quickly. Just for you, Astronomy Live, downloading it. La 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 la. Again, Astronomy Live, you guys did it together. So I watched your guys' content together. I just watched it on his channel. So yes, I watched your video, just not on your channel.
Hi folks, Astronomy Live here. If you've been following my channel for a while, then you know that I love to track the International Space Station.
Yeah, I don't follow your channel, but I do know that, yeah.
In fact, I wrote my sat tracker software specifically to make this process easier, even at high magnification. However, that still requires expensive go-to equipment in order to perform, like you see here in this video that I recorded back in July of this year.
Nice and clear. Yeah, definitely. I want to know, so you can use your telescope and get such great detail here, but try and do it to the moon and you can't get the same amount of detail. So Astronomy Live, when you're going to try and get the flag for us or something on the moon? Should be interesting.
That's perished. That's what JW is.
Oh, it's perished.
Perished, yep.
In a non-atmospheric environment. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Just rotted away. Withered, rotted, and that was it.
Biggest regret of my life, not saving that comment, honestly.
Anyone with a sufficiently powerful camera or telescope, even without go-to capability, can record the details on the space station by observing a lunar transit.
By observing a lunar transit. Okay, cool. So we're already using the moon. Thanks.
These transits
Huh?
have a very narrow corridor of observability, and even a slight change in the position within that corridor produces a significant amount of parallax.
See, parallax. Yeah, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
In the apparent position of ISS relative to the moon. Red's Rhetoric and I used this phenomenon 2 years.
Wait, what did he just say?
Change in the position within that corridor produces a significant amount of parallax in the apparent position of ISS relative to the moon.
Relative to the moon. Oh, I thought you didn't use the moon. He just literally goes off at me the whole time telling me he didn't use the moon. And he just literally says he used the parallax to the moon.
Yeah, relative to the moon, you're using the moon.
Yeah, let's do this again. What?
Corridor of observability, and even a slight change in the position within that corridor produces a significant amount of parallax in the apparent position of ISS relative to the moon.
No.
Relative to the moon. No, I said Red's Rhetoric uses the pixels to the moon. That video was talking about astronomy. I don't know, is American English different to South African English or something?
Is it filming this on a screen? Is it on a screen?
It is.
I'd have to see it through the scope it sent me.
No, look, you do get this on a scope. But where they're claiming it to be and how they're getting it is two different things.
Red's Rhetoric and I used this phenomenon 2 years ago to simultaneously observe a transit from two different spots and measure the range, altitude, size, and speed of the space station. Earlier last week, we repeated this experiment, this time including astrometry from both positions in order to measure all these factors without even having to use the features of the moon in order to make those measurements.
Okay, that makes sense. So this time they not using the moon. The first time, so it was with the parallax to the moon, just like I said. After you said they didn't use it. But I just said he did, and he just conceded that he did do it. Thanks. Okay, but now this one you're not using it. That makes sense.
These measurements that you see in this video are made completely independent of the moon itself. The moon is simply providing a backlight to silhouette the space station, but the images are aligned purely based on the stars.
Based on the stars. So the stars is what gives you your distances. And your distances to your stars are based on what? Okay, let's carry on.
Of course, this begs the question of how I'm going to measure ISS relative to the stars when you can't even see the stars in this video I recorded of the moon on the night of the transit. This is expected because the moon is very bright and requires a fast exposure to avoid overexposing it, and that fast exposure will not show you the stars. If I crank the exposure up enough to detect stars, the moon will be completely washed out and the glare will blind the camera. Here's a very simple diagram.
Makes sense? This is quite interesting, guys.
To illustrate how this will work. Two observers at two slightly different locations within the transit corridor will observe the transit, and just after the transit, they will stop tracking the moon and allow the moon to gradually drift out of the field of view. Eventually, the moon will drift far enough outside the field of view to allow the stars to be recorded. We can then take the pictures of ISS during the transit, invert the colors so that ISS is bright on a dark background.
So it's just moving the inverted image from the moon on behind the stars and then taking their measurements from the stars. And that, okay.
And overlay this on top of our pictures of the stars, and then align the images based on the stars and perform measurements using astrometry.
And it's not measurements, by the way, it's calculations.
Measuring the angular size and separation of objects based on the stars in the image. This will allow us...
Hey Psych Bear, good to see you, thank you for coming. Do you guys think these guys understand the difference between measurement and calculations?
They obviously don't.
Ugh. Hey SI Man, thank you for coming.
To measure the parallax between the two views using the stars as reference points. Now let's take a look at the...
Oh, and by the way, Astronomy Live, if you're going to try copyright strike me for this, I'd just remove it from my video. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
Video from my telescope. Here's the transit as seen by my telescope playing back at full speed. As you can see, it takes only about half a second for ISS to cross the moon. Now let's try slowing it down to 25% of the actual speed. So
look guys, it's a wing fighter.
that you can see the transit better. And let's zoom in for a closer look. We can easily make out the large solar arrays on ISS, even the separation between the individual panels, and we can see the radiators and habitat sections of the station as well. Now let's take a look at the footage captured by RED's P1000 from 765 meters away, perpendicular to the transit path.
No, I never said you did threaten, I'm just saying if you do, because it's happened before. People ask me to show this stuff, I show it, and then they try and copyright strike me. Hey Nathan, thank you for coming.
In RED's camera, the space station passes directly over Copernicus crater. In my view, the station passed below that crater. Now let's overlay the two to make it easier to see the parallax. My camera was recording at 60 frames per second, whereas RED's was recording at 30 frames per second, which is why the station's position appears to jump further between each frame in his video. But the playback speed is the same, and you can see the parallax between our two perspectives. I wrote a custom program to do a minimum pixel stack of each of our videos and then layer the two.
Not to be funny, but this is kind of boring. I just want to get to the point.
Together. The program took the minimum pixel across all video frames to show the silhouette transiting across the face of the moon, producing this image. Red's Rhetoric performed his analysis of the parallax of the space station from our two perspectives by aligning the videos based on the surface features of the moon and then measuring the size of the moon in the image to determine the image scale.
Okay, so Red's used the moon then, okay. Cool. Then can we get to the part where you didn't use the moon? How's that sound?
I was positioned in lows.
Sorry?
It sounds to me like the moon was used.
Yeah, for Red's though. Not for him apparently. So that's
And Red was positioned at the Centennial Bank.
okay.
We did.
So was that a flat baseline then, Astronomy Live? Was that a horizontal used? Or was that a curved Earth? Just have to know. I mean, you guys were quite a distance apart.
Deliberately positioned ourselves to be perpendicular to the center line of the transit to maximize our baseline and how it would displace the position of ISS relative to the moon, or in my case, the background stars. Though, because of the geometry of the transit, I was actually looking over Red's shoulder during the transit, so we'll need to use the law of sines.
Ha, triangles. The beloved triangles with flat baselines, guys. Yeah.
Like Earth proof.
Yeah.
And Alan Nostron said pixel stacking is faking a picture.
Better and Gold, the reason he has so many subscribers is because they have a lot of star gobbling up zombie believers. They love space so much. That's why. So they have a large following.
To solve for the distance of ISS. Speaking of solving things, here is the image that I astrometrically solved in order to measure the parallax. It doesn't look like much, but let me explain what you're looking at.
You just inverted it over the stars, like you said, over the dark background of the stars. So you can get the parallax reading through measuring of the stars, which is based on using a flat baseline with parallax with trigonometry, straight angles. Cool.
The background layer is a frame of video that I took for astrometry purposes immediately after the transit. About 17 minutes after the transit, several stars appeared in the field of view, and I asked Red to take a picture at the same time. This is the image from Red's P1000, which is not nearly as sensitive to light as my telescope, but with a 30-second long exposure, it can start to see some of the brighter stars that were seen in my video. Those are the streaks that you see running through the image. The lowest portion of those streaks corresponds to where the stars were when the shutter was first opened. We were pointed roughly east, and therefore the stars were rising during the 30-second exposure. I then took the images of ISS from Red's transit video and layered them back on top of this image, inverting the colors so that ISS is bright against a dark background.
Which makes sense because you want to see it, so yeah. Sorry, just talking a bit so I get somewhere. How much curvature do you think there's going to be a baseline only a few hundred meters long? The point is you guys have a curved baseline. There's not supposed to be any in reality, which you've just shown.
Define a triangle.
Yeah, when you use a triangle on a flat baseline, you're literally throwing away your globe because you're using flat to make the measurements.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're using angles, which requires two straight lines. This is one thing I don't get about the globers. They always want to prove their globe by using flat measurements. Well, in this case, calculations. Well, angular measurements calculated, so they're using a triangle, which is calculations, not measurements. The only measurement they have is the angular apparent angular measurement, but he's not making any angular measurements here, is he?
I can't see it. All I can hear is talking.
Can't see anything.
No, I'm too far.
I can then take this
Okay, let's see.
completed image and adjust the
Literally, just
rotation.
all I can hear is talking.
You might want to check on screen.
Sending me positive.
What does the term negligible mean to me? It's either there or it's not, astronomy. I don't care if it's a 0.001%. If it's supposed to be there, it's supposed to be there. The fact you're just ignoring it because it's negligible to you means you're just ignoring it.
And scale to match my video based on the positions of the stars as seen by my telescope.
Identification. Oh, yeah, he wants to say something.
You've got to see, he has been asking to say something for a while.
Let me just let him in Discord quickly. Just quickly. I'm still going to watch the video. Just opening for him.
I'm going over to discard.
Okay, there we go.
At the same time. Finally, I took the ISS transit as seen in my video and layered it back on top of this frame, once again inverting the colors so that ISS is bright against a dark background. I can then take this image and astrometrically solve it with astrometry.net, and you can find a link to that solution in the video description. Now we can use astrometry to start making measurements. For example, we can measure the parallax, the separation between the path ISS took in Red's video and the path that it took in my video. We find that this angle is 0.0885 degrees, but we need another number as well. We need the altitude of the telescope, and we can get this by converting the equatorial coordinates of the space station to...
Ah, equatorial coordinates. Okay. What's equatorial plane? Ay.
This observation into altitude azimuth coordinates. If we know the observing location and the time, it's a simple process to convert the equatorial coordinates back into altitude and azimuth. And that is what I did with my spreadsheet.
So converting it, so you calculating, thanks.
Here. In order to accurately calculate the altitude, I need to use
calculate,
the
thank you.
astrometric-
Not measure, calculate, like we said. Yeah, straight lines, Nathan, straight lines.
This is how I would make everybody see it.
Hey, how's it going, Lucian? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was just waiting for you guys to finish watching the video.
Okay. So you wait, it's almost finished.
Good though, very good.
Yep. Okay.
observation, not the transit observation, because we're converting equatorial coordinates of the stars taken minutes after the transit in order to get the altitude of the telescope. Because the telescope was powered off, that altitude had not changed from the time of the transit. So now we return to my very simple diagram to illustrate how we can calculate the range to ISS, the distance from the telescope. We know the baseline is 765 meters, or 0.765 kilometers. We know the altitude of the telescope was about 65.68 degrees, and we know the parallax angle was 0.0885 degrees. So we can plug all of this in with the law of sines and solve for the distance of ISS. So if we plug all this in, we find that ISS was about 451 kilometers away during the transit, but that's a slant range, not the altitude of ISS over the surface of the Earth. So we need to solve a different triangle if we want the actual altitude of ISS over the Earth. So
back to the center of making a measurement of flat baselines. You've just worked out the altitude, and now it's not conforming to your globe, so therefore now you have to work it out because of the center to your radius. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't know how far into this video I am, but I'm seeing a triangle slapped on top of a ball.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's
pretty
more of
much,
those
pretty
coming
much.
along. There's more of those coming along.
Game over. Go back to polishing your telescope, you dumpling.
I don't know when they're gonna get using trigonometry, a straight line triangle. They're literally making the flat earth valid here. Literally.
here's the triangle we need to solve if we want to determine what the altitude of ISS was over the surface of the Earth. We know the slant range A was 451 kilometers, and we know the radius of Earth, B, 6,371 kilometers. C is equal to the ISS altitude over the surface of Earth plus the radius of Earth. So if we
plus the radius of Earth. How did you get the radius again?
Exactly.
I mean, really.
Exactly.
It's like they just ignore the black swan argument, but yeah.
subtract the radius of Earth from our answer C, we will get the actual altitude of the space station. So plugging all of this in, we arrive at an altitude just shy of about 414 kilometers, which is within about 1% of our expected altitude based on the orbit.
Based on you busy calculating because of your belief in a globe. That's why. If you literally took it like your fat baseline, which you did the angular measurement and you came to that 451, so that would be its actual altitude then that you measured using flat baselines. Now, because it doesn't match your reality of your globe, you need to make it fit to the radius. You see the issue here. Do you understand the issue? You measured it flat first, then you calculated to your globe after using flat measurements. This is exactly what you guys do with celestial navigation. You measure flat and then calculate to your globe. It's as simple as that. I don't know what's so hard to understand.
Now that we know the distance of the space station from the telescope, we can also determine the station's physical size. If we measure the angular size of the space station, we find that it was about 0.0131267 degrees across in the image. If we take the tangent of that number and multiply it times the distance of 451,300 meters, we find that the space station has a physical size of about 103.39 meters. That's within about 5 meters of the expected value.
So, in other words, the 551 is correct and not the 413 as you guys calculated it to be.
Prove it's physical.
Yeah, and prove it's physical. That I would still have to see. But like I said, there's definitely something up there. No one's denying you don't see this. They always make straw mans. Oh, you guys don't believe the ISS. No. There's no astronauts up there in that flying tin can in a space vacuum. That's for certain, because you cannot violate natural law. But there's definitely something up there, and it's not at 414 kilometers up as you guys put it, or 404 as you guys put it. You literally just measured the parallax on a flat baseline to within 453 kilometers, and then the angular measurement of that 453 kilometers measured up to what you guys claiming it to be. There's no such thing as slant range astronomy. Literally, it's altitude. It's got an altitude, not slanted anywhere.
Lastly,
So was he trying to figure out the size of the station?
No, he's
with all
trying.
that?
He's trying to measure the altitude, the angular size, and the
right.
speed using parallax. But the thing is, by doing that, he literally used flat baselines and trigonometry to do so. But because it came out to 453 kilometers, and it's not in range to what their globe is, they had to deduct from the radius to get to 400, to the correct so-called altitude that they claim it to be. But now that he's got the angular size, he didn't need to use the radius, and he got the same angular size as it's to the 553 kilometers. Which still
And what
used
was
flat
he
baselines.
using- What was he using to get these pictures or get the video? What was he using?
He used the telescope, and Red Rhetoric used the P1000.
Okay, so did either of them have their phone attached to either of those watching, you think? Because P1000, this is all I wanted to say. Augmented reality and what we're talking about right now, a P1000 is hackable. It's a hackable item. It has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capable. You can throw as much as information as you want into those things, right?
Yeah.
So if you say augmented reality and you're videotaping something, the AI programs that they've come up with can actually show you physical things in your device that you're looking at but aren't really there. That's augmented reality.
On the phone itself.
So when people are taking pictures of the galaxies, right, with a telescope, they attach their phone to the telescope. And that's the only way they're getting those pictures, because the artists that drew up the galaxies and all those pictures that NASA give you, they load them up into a program into everybody's phone. So if they're, those apps where you're like, if you look in your phone and you kind of move with the sky, you can kind of see where the stars are on your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So same thing goes for any of those pictures that NASA takes. If you attach your phone, your smart device, your P1000, P900, that are all capable of that information being funneled to them, right?
Yeah, but
While you're taking a picture, there's data being funneled into your phone, that's the augmented part. That's where the delay comes in.
But how is it going to know the...
Can I say something
Yeah.
about that? Robert Bassano did a video where he found some documents going along the lines of what Lucian's talking about.
Ah. That's interesting. We should actually look into this. I think we should look into this. But like I said, I understand your argument too, Lotionbox. That does make sense. I mean, it's easy to deceive. But I also think they're using literally flat baselines with parallax and then just claiming it to be globe. Literally, that's all they do.
Well, a P1000 is not a high-speed camera by any means.
Yeah, that's why they have different
And
frame rates. That's why he had a different frame rate too. I think he was in 60 frames per second.
Well, even so, to look at an object that's said to be traveling 17,000 miles an hour, and to have a clear picture of that object from X amount of distance away, that's just a little far-fetched for me. Because if you're the thing's moving, they say 17,000 miles an hour.
And
that thing's what, around the world in
90 minutes. 90 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Wood says, how does your phone hack into your eyes? It doesn't hack into your eyes, Andy. He's saying onto your phone. Your phone is using to record off of the telescope, and you're seeing it on your phone. That's what he's saying, not on your eyes. But yeah, I mean, nobody's doubting that there could be something up there, but it's definitely not a flying tin can as they put it. And it's definitely no astronauts on there.
It sounded like he said the the size of it was like 400 and something feet, though.
Yeah, no, it came up to 100 and something.
That's how big it is?
100 something meters, eh? Well, I think, yeah. I think the ISS is supposed to be 100 and something meters. Astronomy?
100.
How big is the ISS supposed to be?
356 feet, they say.
Yeah, and that's about what they got.
So the only thing I'm saying about augmented reality, if I wanted
218 feet long.
If I wanted people to see the ISS in slow motion, yeah, you load up a program into everybody's phone or everybody's camera, and depending on where they are, I mean, just you do AI. You use AI.
And he does use a tracking program. So then it could be trackable.
They made for him though, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
he didn't make the tracker.
No, but I'm saying even if he made it, it's a trackable program, so it's easy to hack it, like you said.
Right. But even the P1000 is a hackable device.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where augmented reality comes in, with these people getting some shots of some, I don't know, things, but you know, augmented reality is a real thing. And I do not take that out of consideration when I showed you my video.
Yeah.
Because I was using a Canon 530. And that is also a hackable device. It is Wi-Fi capable. So that video of the alien could also be augmented reality into my camera. And that thing was traveling at 5 miles per second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hectic fast.
So 17,000 miles an hour ain't shit when you're at 50 miles a second. You know? Even faster. That's just all I have to say about augmented reality. That's why I don't believe a lot of things, because of that.
Yeah.
Devices are hackable, computers are hackable, your phones, everything is hackable, and you can just throw information into them. Whatever you want. See a spaceship? I'll throw an algorithm into your smartphone that at this moment when you're taking a picture of the sky, you see an alien. Is it there? No.
But I think we should look at that Robert Pisano video then. I think that would be interesting because they said it's on the same type of lines and stuff.
I find it right, but I can only find his old channel.
Yeah, if we can find it, it would be great. I'm gonna just
What was the name of it?
His channel what Planet Veritas.
Planet Veritas, yeah.
Well, that's his old channel. He had one called Planet Veritas 5.0, but I can't find it. So I'm wondering if it's been took down.
Okay, we're gonna carry on with. Are we gonna carry on with the video so long?
Yep, go ahead, sorry.
Short, because I only have half an hour before the power goes off. Yeah, exactly. Astronomy Live. I can see my ISS through the eyepiece even with no electronics in the light path, using my tracking software. So, yeah, if he's using it with his eyes, he can see it with his eyes, and that takes away the hacking onto the phone though. But like I said, there could definitely be something up there. No one's doubting that. It's just using a flat Earth to get it. That's the thing.
So he claimed he's using his eyes through the telescope, and he can see the thing.
Yeah.
For what, the split second that he gets?
Yeah, he's got very good eyes.
Those amazing eyes. I want some of those. Because that's what, you have a phantom camera for a brain?
Because, it's not even a blink. You're not even going to be able to pick up the blink with your eyes, though.
Be like, oh, I saw it.
I think.
I think I saw it. Maybe it was just a bug.
Maybe a bit of dust on my eyelash.
But just the clarity of each frame that's amazing, then. That's amazing. Then a P1000 is magic.
But that's one thing I don't get. Look how clear it is here with his P1000. But when he takes the videos of the rockets, when it goes so high up, it can hardly see a speck of it. Have you guys realized that? These
All of a sudden, the
P1000.
resolution changes the farther. What, it gets clearer the farther it gets?
Well, this is quite clear with these P1000.
A P1000 has, like, think about it. It has AI. So if anything is scrambled, that device is going to fill in the blanks. Kind of know what I mean?
Yeah. He says you can watch it for several minutes. My tracking software is automatically following it with the scope's motors. But how do you see it? You guys use
Okay, so he can see it for a couple months when it only stays in your vicinity for a few seconds?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Also because you can only literally see if it's going past the moon or the sun. You can't actually see it because of the exposure in the deep sky, can you? But anyway, yeah, astronomy, all these were based on measuring using a triangle with flat baselines.
Mm-hmm.
Then you guys used your belief of a globe and changed it to minus the radius to get your desired altitude. After you've already measured the altitude, you understand? Now you got the angular measurement without using your radius to what it said to be. But let's see how you get the speed.
Measure the velocity of the space station. I measured the transit length across 29 of the 30 video frames recorded by my camera. On the first frame, ISS was just crossing over the limb of the moon, and there were a lot of dark craters there, not providing much contrast for the silhouetted space station. But across the remaining 29 frames, ISS covered an angular size of 0.419972 degrees in 29 frames, or about 0.483 seconds. If we take the tangent of that angular length and multiply times the range of 451.3 kilometers, we find that it covered about 3.3 kilometers in about 0.483 seconds. In other words, it was traveling at about 6.8
Wait, 0.
kilometers per
What?
Now he's using again the flat Earth measurements he used. He's using the velocity based on the flat Earth measurements again. So the angular size comes from the flat plane, the altitude comes from the flat plane, and his velocity comes from the flat plane. Everything comes from the flat plane measurement. Astronomy, do you see the issue here? Wow, that's uncalled for, astronomy. Why are you saying such? That's just wow. Yeah, exactly, Nathan. Excellent rebuttal.
Yeah, you should time him out for that.
Wow. You know.
He's not about slapping babies and that. It's just something awful to say. To say crap like that. Astronomy, lad.
I'll slap you, mate. Slapping baby.
No.
Yeah, he says Nathan Oakley. Yeah.
You said Nathan. You know what I mean? Just there's no need for that crap.
Yeah, but anyway, I think he's busy staggering back because he just realized he proved the flat Earth using this.
Mm-hmm.
The curvature is negligible. No, there's no curvature. That's the problem.
It's always negligible. That's always one of the excuses.
That's the problem.
Negligible.
It's always negligible.
If curves are negligible, flat Earth then, yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
Hold on.
I mean...
Hold on. Matthew,
Yeah?
can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Okay, so this picture, I'm looking at the stream, how he has all the space stations lined up to each other.
Yeah.
And if he gets, if we know the size of the space station and he puts them together and he adds them, then he's getting the total distance, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's taking it frame by frame, 29 frames.
So each one of those is roughly 100 feet wide. Like it's 100 feet wide. So 100 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 100 times roughly 25 to 30.
Yeah, he's got
So
it. Yeah, he says 29 at the top. 29 frames. He took 29 frames. He counted 29 frames. Yeah.
2,900 there.
Yeah.
And in that, so 2,900 feet, that's a half a mile, not even. Like a little more, actually, right? 528026. Okay. So he's only displaying a half a mile there. And I didn't hear how long he got across those points and how long did it take him? I'm trying to do some math.
So, okay, I'm gonna go 10 seconds back and you can listen quickly, okay? Okay, let's do it.
1.3 kilometers. We find that
Another
for
10.
about 0.48, remaining 29 frames, ISS was just crossing over the limb of the moon, and there were a lot of dark craters there, not providing much contrast for the silhouetted space station. But across the remaining 29 frames, ISS covered an angular size of 0.419972 degrees in 29 frames, or about 0.483 seconds. If we take the tangent of
0.49, so 0.4938 seconds.
To go a half mile.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. More math.
and multiply times the range of 451.3 kilometers, we find that it covered about 3.3 kilometers in about 0.483 seconds.
So he says it covered about 3.3 kilometers. Because they multiplied it, right? Let's see, multiply it.
Angular length and multiply times the range of 451.3 kilometers, we find that it covered about 3.3 kilometers in about 0.483 seconds. In other words, it was traveling at about 6.8 kilometers per second relative to the ground below.
6.8 meters per second. Is that what you want to hear, Lotion?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay.
Really appreciate that.
Cool.
But if we also include Earth's rotation into that...
See, they measured it now. Now they have to calculate Earth's rotation into it as well.
He just fucked up my whole math by bringing that bullshit into it.
But you see what I'm saying? First uses flat, measures it, gets what it... But then he goes and uses radius afterwards to get the desired result. Now measures it, gets it, has to now put radius rotation in to get the desired result. So, in other words, calculating after measuring.
Well, the other thing is, too, is this thing flying in a flat plane, or is it following the
equatorial plane
of the Earth?
It's following the equatorial plane, which is a straight line.
Well, no. According to the globe people, how does it fly? Is it flying in a giant curve around the Earth?
Yeah, sort of like a great circle kind of thing.
So then his straight line of frames is actually obscured because he would need to take that curvature into it as well.
Oh, it's negligible, remember?
Why?
Because everything's negligible. The straight line is showing here, which is over 3.3 kilometers, is showing dead
Right.
straight, but yeah, I see what you're saying. It's supposed to be curving.
Right. So, but his line only represents 2,900 feet, not 3.3 kilometers.
He worked it out to be 3.3 kilometers.
He's just saying, oh well, if I did this 3 times, then
Yeah.
I'd get per second.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that? Does anybody know that offhand without me having to go 6.8 kilometers per second to miles per hour?
No, I don't know miles per hour.
15,000 roughly.
But that's weird. It's supposed to be going faster though, because if the Earth is said to be spinning 1,000 miles under, the astronauts are falling at 17,500. I mean, it's like 17 times the Earth's rotation.
I just always think when something gets unfathomable, that's when it becomes made up.
Yeah, it usually is.
Mm-hmm. You can't. We have a brain that is able to fathom things, but when you get to something that doesn't make sense, we're like, well, that doesn't make sense.
And Nathan Oakley says, yeah, Nathan, you need a flat Earth for that angle. Astronomy Live. Nathan beats his kids.
That's rebuttal. That's rebuttal because he has no rebuttal.
Wow. Thank you, Astronomy Live, for literally showing you measure using flat Earth and then calculate your globe in afterwards, just like you guys do with celestial navigation. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he was.
The video. It was interesting but boring.
I didn't know what he was expecting with this though.
And cheers for proving that you're a piece of shit and all, man.
Well, that as well.
I still think his Penta's his Pentacler's his stock account.
And account for the 409 meter per second velocity of the surface that I'm standing on as I'm filming it.
Because why do you think Pentacler never wants to come and talk to me? Always making excuses.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. And I mean the same type of structure, comment structure as well. I mean, you if you look at these things enough, you see they have kind of the same structures. I mean, Sean Hawkins, you can see straight away from a mile away he's strong. Don't need a flat Earth for the angle. The chord length and surface distance are the same over such short distance at any significant digits. You literally believing it's a chord. Hey, Captain Caveman, thank you for coming. You do know your chord is a straight baseline. Yeah. Just because you are throwing your curve away to have your straight baseline as now a chord does not mean you're not using straight lines to do your measurements.
We find that the total velocity of the space station was actually north of 7 kilometers.
I just have to say that. He's not an abuser, astronomy. That was totally even misrepresented. Did you even see him slap his child? Oh wait, you guys didn't. You just heard in the background and said he did. That's, you know what that's called? Convicting without evidence. You're literally making shit up to suit your narrative because you guys don't like him. And they do that a lot to me as well, so I know how it feels.
You know, in Michigan,
this was meant to be having a laugh program. Coming in and being an idiot, you know.
Listen, if I'd have had my way, I'd have been booted out long ago. So you know.
Okay, sorry.
Guys,
Idiots, trolls, and numpties, as I keep saying.
Okay, yeah, we got like 5 minutes, guys. What you say, Lotion? Lotion tried to say something and P just totally overspoke him.
Oh, sorry.
Lotion? I forgot.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
It's called audio evidence. Okay, astronomy. Oh, wait. What did I just do? Did I hit my child? Oh, wow. That's audio evidence, is it? Yeah. It's nonsense evidence. It's just you want to believe what you want to believe evidence. It's a physical line required to get an angle. Yeah, the ground's physical. Great. Glad you understand that.
Per second. In other words, it was indeed traveling at orbital velocity. So, in conclusion, I was able to use the parallax of this transit to measure...
Use the parallax of the transit that you said you never needed to do. Okay.
The distance, altitude, size, and speed of the space station. And I want to reiterate once more that the moon's distance and size does not matter. It does not factor into these calculations at all, because all of these calculations were performed using astrometry from both positions, measuring everything based on the stars. Even the images were aligned relative to each other using the stars, not the surface features of the moon. So the only thing the moon provided for the purposes of this video
was to see the ISS, yeah.
Was its illumination to silhouette the space station. But beyond that, nothing about the moon matters for the purposes of this video.
Yeah, it just gave you the illumination so you could see your 29 frames.
The techniques I used to make these measurements are distinct from the techniques that Red used in his video, and we performed our calculations completely independent of each other, only comparing our results at the very end, and we do indeed find that our results are in close agreement with each other. If you have any questions, feel free.
That's why they use the moon as a screen.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, but that's my point again. They used the flat baseline to make the angle measurements. He got an altitude that was too high for the claimed globe. So then they call it, what is he saying it was an angle? It was it wasn't the altitude angle, it was a slope angle, correct?
Oh, the slope angle. Wow.
Well, anyway, so then they had to minus it from the radius to get their desired altitude. Then he went and took these angular measurements and still measured to and matched to the altitude that they measured, that was not globe-like, and the velocity that was not globe-like. Do you understand? Everything they just measured was based on flat. So great. The ISS is now a flat Earth measurement. You guys just taken what you claim to be for the globe and put it to a flat Earth. And yeah, it's still not the tin can you guys are claiming it to be in a space vacuum.
Yeah, well done, Michael. I was just about to do that.
Okay, guys. Well, I gotta get going.
Hey, last thing, real quick. If this person did all this math to get the distance of the International Space Station, then they should damn well be able to get the actual position of the sun when you can see the rays from both sides using that same math.
Also true.
Because on those days where it's pelting through the clouds and you can see the cone shape that the sun is leaving as rays, just do your math. And you'll be like, oh, not 93 million. That means the ISS isn't that, it's not, all that math comes it like, as soon as you do one calculation, all the rest becomes bullshit.
Faciality, $2 super chat. Thank you very, very much. International Sky Station, flying high on Earth. Yep. So from now on, we can say that ISS floating up there is a flat Earth proof because they use flat Earth to measure it.
Mm-hmm.
And we do know that it's not a flying tin can in a space vacuum because they have not yet demonstrated how they can overcome entropy by having gas pressure without containment. And all the astronauts who've been showing are not up in that space tin can they claim in the ISS. Definitely something up there, but it's not the ISS.
The one last thing is people on the ISS, they've said that there's plenty of debris in space, right?
Yeah.
Everyone heard that. Well, if there's debris in space, like rocks and dust and particles, and you're traveling through them at 17,000 miles an hour, what does the rock do to something traveling that fast? It destroys it.
Makes a huge hole.
If there's debris up there, this thing is getting ripped apart.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that once when they showed it had a hole because of a paint chip or something went there, and they literally went and it punctured a hole in the ISS. What did they do? They used duct tape to fix it. How?
You've got a leak.
How?
Yeah, well, duct tape always does the job, you know what I mean? Duct tape is brilliant.
Must be diamond encrusted duct tape or something because it's got to be super strong to hold that pressure.
Speaking of pressure, everybody remembers the bullshit that Tesla did with that car, right?
Oh yeah, the one that you can actually see them showing a video with it behind a green screen.
What happened to the air in the tires? What happened to the air in the gas tank? What happened to all that? Why didn't the fucker implode? Why didn't those tires?
Maybe Astronomy Live can show us the footage of this car live.
Yeah, where's the car supposed to be now? Actually, yeah. Why doesn't someone track the car? Go guys, go track the roadster for us. Yeah, go track the roadster for us. I think, and then we can see how that goes. Michael.
See, and that fucker is just a part of it. Elon is just a part of it. He's just a schlep too.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's a South African that does embarrass me.
I honestly don't even think he's a billionaire at this time. I think the government owns his kids. I think the government owns his shit, and he's just a little poster child.
Okay, guys, I really have to go. Power's gonna go off now.
Okay.
So yeah, I just have to say thank you guys all for coming. Appreciate all the super chats, all you guys for coming. Remember, the ISS now is a flat Earth proof because they use it to measure from a flat Earth. So thank you, Astronomy Live, for once again proving a flat Earth. And yeah, I'm working on a video now with Wes Wally that literally proved rockets work over a flat Earth as well. So thank you very much. Thank you guys. The globe is literally crumbling beneath their feet every day. It's just sad. But it's good to see you guys, and I'm going to see you guys all tomorrow night for the next stream. Yeah, thanks all for coming. Please don't forget to like and share the stream. You guys are all awesome. Many blessings, and may the pressure be with you.